Hi, this is Barney from Napalm Death, sitting in somewhere in Barcelona. Overall, that's a difficult one to choose, but I would say Ace of Spades by Motorhead was the most impactful album on me, definitely. Favourite book? Oh God, that's a difficult one. I read a lot of books actually, so maybe I think it's not necessarily my all-time favourite, but I recently read two books about Joseph Stalin's life, Stalin, two books which were really interesting by a quite famous English historian called Montefiore, his second name is, and he wrote two books on two periods of Stalin's life that were really, really interesting. You know, some stuff I never knew, and I'm quite into Soviet history, you know, so they were really good. Not, like I say, not necessarily my all-time favourites, but recent favourites. Favourite movie, probably The Lives of Others. In German, Das Leben der Anderen, which was about the state security force in East Germany. Amazing film. The acting is incredible, you know. And yeah, it's definitely my all-time favourite. Yeah. Favourite TV show? Maybe. I actually like. There's a series of documentaries on the BBC called Storyville. Like some quite well-known documentaries. They always run those. Probably that's one of my favourites, I would think, because there's a lot of really diverse and sometimes quite shocking subjects, you know. So. Motorhead as a three-piece, you know, where like Lemmy, Fast Eddie and Filthy Animal Taylor was completely above and beyond everything else at that time, you know. There are many other great bands, but that to me was the most important in my early years, you know, of life. You know what, I'm not really a huge fan of music videos. I never really was interested in them, you know. But I think it's not necessarily a video, but it's like one that's out there is a band called Throbbing Gristle, like there's the song Discipline, and it just goes on forever, and it's so extreme, you know, for the time. There's a version of that certainly on YouTube, you know, which is just absolutely insane, you know. So I would probably say that because it's so extreme. Bearing in mind it's, I don't know what, 30, 40 years old now, you know, it's like pretty crazy. Favourite drink? I would say coffee, yeah. I'm really, really addicted to coffee, you know. I'm really quite, I always take my own beans everywhere, I always take my own grinder. Because I like the really good coffee, you know, so yeah, definitely coffee I would say, and water, tap water, you know, yeah. I would say probably maybe Italian food, yeah. Usually sort of, I like rice pasta or like whole wheat pasta. Like lots of different stuff, mainly, you know, whatever I can make that's vegan, you know, so, you know. Animal, I like all that. I'm not going to pick a favourite animal because I like them all, you know. I think they should all be treated equally, you know, so I couldn't pick a favourite, you know. Having said that, I do think like one of the greatest achievements, I think, is the cockroach. The cockroach is an incredible piece of evolutionary engineering, you know. It's so resilient. it can live in really extreme circumstances, and I think it's really amazing. And the Humboldt squid as well, which is a squid which like is really aggressive, you know, and can cause damage, you know, really quite impressive creature. Me, I suppose. No, let me think of one. Oh, I can't think about jokes right now. No, sorry, I can't think of one right now. Probably either Japan or Australia also. I like both places a lot, you know. But yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate you listening to my nonsense. I'll see you soon. Cheers.